Hey y'all, this is Rebecca.
And Megan. Together we're Larkin Poe.
And you're listening to the Blog of Rock.
Welcome to the Blog of Rock, the podcast about rock stars and their stories. My name is Uwe, and I'm gonna take you backstage and present to you the stories behind your legends. Of course, we're talking about the music that connects us all, but also about the people behind it. What inspired and motivated them, how did they create their brand, and what kind of rockstar tips do they have for you outside? Hi guys, today I'm taking you to Nashville, Tennessee, where we'll introduce to you Larkin Poe's two sisters. Rebecca and Megan Lovell grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, which initially gave them the nickname the Little Sisters of the Allman Brothers. Their sound is characterized by traditional blues, southern, roots rock, with lots of slide guitar and great harmony vocals. Larkin Poe have now released 5 albums with mainly original songs and toured the world several times before COVID-19. I've discovered them a few years ago through their classic cover versions on the web. Some of the videos have several million views. So it all made sense to use the current tour break to release some of these acoustic covers on one album. And as some of these picked songs were like soulmates, Larkin Poe called the album Kindred Spirits.
So welcome Larkin Poe, Megan and Rebecca, how you doing?
Excellent.
Very well.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a big pleasure because we're talking, of course, about the new album. But first of all, I would like you to introduce yourself a bit to my listeners.
Of course, I'm Rebecca. I'm the younger sister. I play the guitar and sing a lot of the lead vocals.
I'm Megan. I'm the older sister. I play lap steel and sing some harmonies.
And you're known as the slide queen.
The slide queen.
Oh my goodness. Yes. That nickname I did not come up with.
I dubbed her with the nickname and she was very annoyed with me for having started it, but I think it's true. You know, she is the slide princess to Bonnie Raitt, but in my heart she's the slide queen.
No, thanks sis.
This hashtag went around the world already.
It's true.
It's kind of caught on.
You just released not that long ago a new album, which was called Self-Made Man, but now you're coming up with another one. It seems you used the time quite productive.
It's true. We've been making the most of 2020, the most of being at home, because in a traditional year, we spend 90% of the year out on tour. So to actually be home and be able to get into the studio and make some projects has been actually pretty amazing. We're so proud of Self-Made Man. It's been well received by everyone. It's just done us very proud. And this most recent album that's coming out November 20th is Kindred Spirits, an all acoustic covers album that we made in quarantine here at my house in our home studio.
So what's the concept of the album? I heard it already. There are lots of, I would say, only cover versions from different kind of artists. So what is the basic concept behind it?
The thread that connects all these songs is truly a nostalgic love for a lot of these songs. We grew up with a big music-loving family, and the majority of the songs we selected for Kindred Spirits are songs that we grew up listening to, songs that we feel very passionately about, wishing we had written them. But it's kind of a melancholic feel. It's a very Halloween record.
Well, we've been making cover videos for a number of years now. And some of them have gone viral, and we had a lot of people asking for a record that sounded like these sort of stripped back bedroom versions of songs. So we decided, hey, while we're home, we might as well go in and record them. So we recorded them live, very similar to the style of our videos.
I don't feel like sitting, but I am to them. So I try to forget it any way that I can. Keep on rocking.
I would have asked you the question, where is the cover album? Because I'm following you already since I think 4 years, and one of the videos I like most was In the Air Tonight. So it's finally on record.
Yeah,
Finally.
here it is.
Oh, lovely. I like the picture, by the way. It's so nice.
It's very dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So you did a lot of cover versions, and I saw today that your YouTube channel, at least your videos, are at least more than 30 million views next to the other videos which are available on different kind of platforms where you played already, different kind of shows. So it's amazing which kind of big audience you already grew up with in the past years.
It's true. We feel very fortunate to be making music in an era of the music industry in which there are no gatekeepers. You know, with the advent of YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, artists are able to connect directly with their fans. And so even for a band like us making very left of center music, roots rock, you know, whatever you want to call it, blues, Americana, it feels wonderful to be able to find people in the world who are looking for the kind of music that we make.
Coming back to the new album, it's a large variety from Robert Johnson to Post Malone. So it's a big scale. So what made you choose these songs?
Mostly we want to defy expectation. We've had a lot of people comment after seeing the track listing for the album, and everyone's in shock about the Post Malone song and maybe a little bit, you know, unsure as to why we would have picked a modern song like this. And I think what we want to drive home with people is that you never know where you might hear your next favorite song. It could be a Miley Cyrus song. It could be a Post Malone song. You have to keep your ears open, be willing to listen to the song for what it is. So we like to defy expectation and hopefully throw folks a few curveballs.
But I think the thread that connects all of these songs is they are just legitimately some of the best songs. And they stand alone, like they stand without production. They stand stripped back.
Very deep lyrics, very beautiful melodies. That's what we look for, things that touch the heart.
The good thing about this is, of course, if it's successful, you can do more records like this, maybe not as official ones, but maybe can you release it individually on your label?
Yeah, regardless of whether it's a success or not, we'll probably do more just because it's so fun.
It's fun.
It's a real joy to sit down and make music together and capture the music and to have that moment in time forever recorded. It's very gratifying.
And since we have our own record label, we can do whatever we want.
It's true. That's kind of by nature of design.
You're the lady bosses anyway.
It's true.
You know it.
Yes.
So you're not only sisters, you're not only musicians, you're kind of entrepreneurs. So that's what it's all about. You started your own record company quite early, and now you keep control on everything. And that's why you spread your business in different kind of genres, not only doing records, but also you just released this kind of podcasts I saw.
Yeah. Well, it's very fun to consider yourself an entrepreneur because there are many different realms of making music, of releasing merchandise, of putting shows together. There's a lot of creative pools in which you can dabble. If you decide to take it all in-house, which we have. We're big do-it-yourselfers. We feel very excited about stretching out and covering a lot of ground and territory as a band. And the podcast was super fun. Mm-hmm. We had 2 episodes. One was a rock show and one was an all-acoustic performance. And we stitched the footage together with interview footage and stories from the road. And it became almost like a little miniature TV show. And so, as you can imagine, this is just sparking all kinds of creative ideas for us moving forward.
There'll be more podcasts.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe even a Christmas-themed podcast. So everybody buckle up.
So let's do a little commercial break. Where can I find this podcast? How can I buy it?
LARKINPOE.com. Everything is there. And if you use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, we're all over all the platforms. So just come find us and be friends.
So it means you can buy this podcast anyway to hear, watch it, and to feel it.
It's true. Yes. LARKINPOE.com for all things Larkin Poe.
I can feel it coming in the air
So did it help you for doing this kind of business that you moved from Atlanta to Nashville because it's more music capital of the world? Or would have been gone the same way when you would stayed at your home?
It's nice to be in Nashville. There's like anything music that you could want is within a short drive. So it is very, very nice to be in Nashville. But honestly, this is the longest we've spent in Nashville, since normally we're on the road so much that we don't even get to experience home life. So it's been pretty cool in the past few months, even though with COVID, everything's kind of shut down. So we don't get to go to the thing that makes Music City awesome, which is live music.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll get there again. And it is nice to be home in Nashville.
But I do think it didn't have as much impact potentially because we are independent, and we're not doing a lot of co-writes as much. Most of the material that we write for Larkin Poe Records, we write just the two of us. So living here is just a perk because Nashville's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great place to come home to.
How could I imagine if you know, if there's no COVID situation, you just go out at night and get some new inspirations because there are some cool artists playing next door in a bar and you just watch it and get some kind of new idea, or maybe do a collab with him?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the Bluebird is here, which is one of the premier songwriter venues of all time. You can go and watch any number of people down on Broadway in Nashville. We have obviously the Ryman and the Opry, which is a mother church for not just country, for Americana, for roots Americana, for bluegrass, all the music that really speaks to us. It's just untapped.
And
so much
any bar
inspiration.
downtown has really top-notch players playing.
Yeah. So lots of inspiration everywhere.
Would you consider also to produce other artists for your label?
I'd love that at some point.
We've got our hands full with ourselves right now, but
Yeah.
I think eventually it could be really cool.
But also, I mean, I think we have been so empowered by truly taking the reins of our own destiny and producing our own records, releasing our own records. And so if anything, I would want to empower and facilitate other artists to do the same for themselves. I certainly wouldn't want to steamroll an artist and tell them that, you know, hey, this is how you should make your record. We're Larkin Poe, and this is how it should be. Like, honestly, what it boils down to is whatever is most true for an artist when they're making their own record. So if we could just help facilitate somebody do that for themselves, give them a studio space, give them, you know, whatever assistance they require, that would be really inspiring. So yeah, lots to look forward to in the future.
Guys, I'm really happy to talking to you because not only that I'm following you for 4 years, I saw at the time when I started following you, I saw videos which were even older. I saw videos when you jammed in the van and did some other acoustics. And the song which I liked most as a video is the one you did in the church for your grandparents, Mad as a Hatter. This is a very emotional track, and I like the whole setting when you played in this church. This was a great one.
Thank you.
That was a fun show.
It's a very meaningful song. Yeah. We
Yeah,
haven't
I could
released
understand.
Mad as a Hatter yet. Amazingly, we haven't found the right album on which to release it, but we're hoping to change that soon.
While all the other kids were rocking round the clock, we were hopping and bopping to the crocodile rock. Where croc rocking is something shocking when your feet just can't keep still. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. Lordy mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight, the crocodile rocking was out of sight.
So what are you doing at the moment? Do you have any kind of new hobbies you develop by yourself beside of making music and everything related to your label?
We've been surprisingly busy, but one thing that has been pretty amazing is to be able to see family and be around for family functions and friend functions. Like normally we're on the road, so we don't get to be there for people, and it is very cool to be able to see the people that we love.
Even if it's just through the car window. For the first couple of months, we would drive down to Marietta, where our family lives, just north of Atlanta, which is maybe 3 hours. And we had social distance hangs with our family, so we would see each other across the park, and we would all have picnic lunches, which was very nice. But I wish I could say that we had picked up more hobbies, but we're so busy with all things Larkin Poe and writing, and we edited a lot of the videos, and are, as I said before, very do-it-yourselfer. So it's really kept us busy. One thing that I want to do more this fall, though, is to go and see more of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
We live very near the Great Smoky Mountains here in Tennessee, and it's
so beautiful. So we want to go on more hikes.
Yeah, very awe-inspiring.
I'm sure you can do this to get more ideas for the next songs.
Exactly.
So you don't play around at the moment. You hopefully will write some more material. And I'm looking forward to see you healthy next year, maybe with some new great tracks. And in between, let's keep on following you on larkinpoe.com. Maybe get surprises with new shows to be announced when you will see at least in a kind of live streaming. And I'm wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much. So kind.
If you've gotten now into a slightly melancholic mood now, take a look at larkinpoe.com. There you will find more song material for your winter blues. Or check the social media channels from the girls. There's a sign of life every day.
Down the alley, the ice wagon flew. I heard a bump and somebody scream. You should have heard just what I screamed. I said, who do you love? 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 Who do you? Who do you? Who do you love?
If you have enjoyed this episode, please follow my stories about rockstars at the podcast dealer of your trust so that you don't miss the next episode. You can get it as a free subscription from Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Deezer, SoundCloud, YouTube, and the podcast portal from Google. You can also listen to the stories that have been already published there, because there's new food in every week. And above all, tell your friends and share the good news on social media. Follow me also on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me under the Blog of Rock, and there you get more photos and videos about these episodes. Alright, then let's hear again next time. Until then, keep on rocking.